la 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 la.
Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple banana till it put us in trouble.
Oh, good morning. What a peppy song.
You know, we didn't even talk about Jimmy Fallon singing this song at the Macy's parade.
No, I heard that he did. I missed it. I'm sure it was a real fun moment. No one got upset.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, I'm sure it was terrific.
You think sometimes Jimmy goes more towards the, hey, let's keep it safe, guys.
Yeah, I think he likes to keep everybody happy, which, you know, hey, whatever.
You know what was great, though? People were still pissed.
They were.
They were like, yeah, we don't want to see Jimmy Fallon doing Prince.
Oh,
Prince
this song, I see.
Yeah, they were like, Prince is like a religious experience for us. We really don't need to see Jimmy Fallon on a float singing it.
Do you know I was up until 2 in the morning last night? Not on purpose. I got a burst of energy when I laid down.
Oh, man.
I can't watch videos before I go to sleep.
More videos give you a burst of energy.
Do you ever do like I think it's the electronic. I don't think it's the video. I think it's the electronic interaction. It's the watching something.
Yeah.
And it just I was wide awake. I was tired.
Were you in bed, like watching on your phone or something?
Yeah, for a minute
Yeah.
I just wanted to see a live version of and the band played Waltzing Matilda.
What? You were like, oh man, I'm getting
That was
tired.
for my video.
I should go to sleep. Oh, wait. You know what would be good right before I go to sleep? A live version of And the Band
Played Waltzing Matilda by Eric Bogle. I'm watching that.
It's not the song Waltzing Matilda.
No, it's the band, and the band played Waltzing Matilda.
Right. It's a song about the song.
It's a song about guys going to war.
Right.
And they play this song. But I wound up, it was like 12:30. I'm like, I was go up too late as this. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to watch this. And it just woke me up.
You were like, this will be like a lullaby?
No, I just decided to listen to it. I was thinking about it. I wanted to hear it. I was just winding down. I was in bed. I was just turn my phone off after and go right to sleep.
And again, then you're up for an hour and a half being like, oh man, what a great song, just all charged up.
Yeah, it was really no reason for it.
Was it high? Is it a high energy song? And
No.
the band played Waltzing Matilda?
Which version?
The live version.
No, but I mean like a lot of people have.
Eric Bogle.
Oh, okay. Because you're a Pogues fan, and the Pogues did it too.
Yeah, I hate their version. It stinks.
Do you?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why don't you like it?
It's just terrible.
Not enough energy? Not enough to keep you up at night?
No, just too weird. I just didn't like it. I don't like the Pogues version.
So like it's so funny with you because like you drink coffee nonstop every day.
Yep.
But then you go, well, if I have it late at night, it keeps
No,
me up.
I stopped. I haven't had coffee since the morning. I stop in the morning.
But it's just interesting that your brain is so ready to start firing its synapses.
Yeah, about nothing. About absolutely nothing.
Right. Wouldn't it be nice if you could take that energy and shift it towards like your work or
Well, there's enough energy that goes into my work.
there is?
Yeah, I mean, I got this, I got UFC, I got Chip, I got the tour. I mean, I'm always working and busy. It's not like I'm sitting around not thinking.
But you got to take some time out and the band played Waltzing Matilda.
Yeah, as most of people will.
Were you bopping around in your bed?
No. Well, you don't have to play it now.
I want to hear it.
So,
Then in 19...
so you're lying in your bed.
Yeah. Watching
It's time you stop
I was
By
watching
yourself.
watching a live version.
Probably nude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was nude.
He's just holding on one hand on his shaft, the other one on his phone.
Yeah, just like caresses.
Not jerking off, just kind of pinching a little.
No, I had already done that.
You'd already masturbated? You were up an hour and a half later, you'd already jerked off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you do the masturbating, then you listen to Eric Bogle.
Right. That's what you're like.
Yeah, it'd be gay to do it the other way.
So you masturbate, and then you're like, you know what? That was a good cum. I need to relax myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on some Eric Bogle.
You know what would be the cherry on top?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
making my evening sound really petty and like it was garbage.
Right. You're like, yeah. Good thing I don't have a TV in this room or anything like that.
I don't.
Nothing distracting me. Like a phone with access to Eric Bogle anytime I want it.
Yeah, I won't.
Do you think about like? Do you put yourself in the position of what is he, Australian? Is this an Australian?
He's English.
Because Waltzing Matilda is an Australian song, right?
Yeah, but he emigrated to Australia.
I see. So do you think about like?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't sure if you could hear that. Okay, it was. So yeah, he emigrated to Australia when he was very young.
But are you thinking about like Australians going into battle?
Well, no, I'm just kind of thinking about what a lovely song it is about those soldiers.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear those?
I can.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Is that an inappropriate volume for an Uber driver's fucking GPS? When you're in the back seat, should you hear it that loud when you're in the back seat?
No.
I fucking had such an annoying ride, and I wanted to scream.
So you're already cranky because, like,
I'm tired.
Isn't it amazing how a night can be so pleasant,
So pleasant.
but you enjoy it too much? Like you're like, I pleasured myself. I got to sit there and listening to Eric Bogle, and then got to spend 90 minutes just thinking about Eric Bogle and the things that Eric Bogle's saying about. And then you wake up the next morning, and because you spent so much time thinking about those heroic soldiers of Australia, now you're cranky.
I was just tired, and the fucking Uber driver spoke almost no English, and that's how loud his GPS was.
You should have started blasting this song in your backseat.
I would, if I would have thought of it, I would have done it. But I was afraid he might be a cartel hitman.
What was his ethnicity? Was
He was a Spanish guy. He
Yeah.
spoke almost zero English, and I'm trying not to be a dick. It's like, look, I mean, it's the holidays. He's probably working. He wants to put,
Plus
have
we-
some extra money.
And we are a melting pot.
Yeah, I don't mind a melting pot, but how about you understand left and right? That's all I ask.
Would that he didn't know left and
no,
right?
No,
Okay,
no, no.
That's
no.
tough. That's
No,
a tough one to get through.
Not even left and right.
That's a tall hurdle to jump.
Yeah. He didn't jump it. He
No, he
drove
did not.
right through it.
Okay.
Okay, on 48, we made it right. I said, okay, make just left side, please, at 48th. And he goes, oh, okay. We said 49th. He's just on the right side. I'm like, left side. He goes, okay. And he just keeps going. I'm like, just stop. And I just got out because he was going straight. And he's like, oh, sorry, man. He said, sorry, man.
But he didn't understand. He knew stop.
He didn't understand.
But the
and
rest of it,
that was the volume. I was in the back seat. It was full blast. And when I got in, I was like, can you just turn that down just a little bit?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, the traffic is clear. That's what he said to me.
that's no way.
I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I knew it was an uphill battle.
This is like that movie Lost in Translation, except instead of Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
it's
With a mustache and a creaky leather jacket. Here's jacket.
Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, it was so fucking annoying.
If you're late to work, maybe you should build her a cake.
Yeah, sorry, man. That's what he said to me. That's how loud his fucking GPS was.
Well, but he wasn't. He was paying attention to it though, or not really.
No, because
Not
I
too much.
use a different app than I don't like the Google Maps app they use sucks.
They don't use Waze.
No.
Oh, that's dumb.
Using Google Maps. And we made a left on like 38th Street or 37th to go straight
Mm-hmm.
to 6th and make a right. And for some reason, this piece of shit Google Maps said, make a left on 5th Avenue.
And that was bad advice.
For what? It was the opposite way we had to go. It's like the map gets OCD about its directions that Pryor gave. So I
Right.
told him don't. He understood not to do that. But
No.
I had to show him my phone.
No.
And at one point, he goes, hand me the phone. He makes me hand me my phone. And I did. I fucking,
How great would it
like
be
a
if
beta. I handed it over.
You just started Apple paying for things once he had your phone, just buying things.
If
and-
he could have understood enough to do that, I wouldn't even have been angry.
right.
If I saw that a pair of jeans had been purchased or a pair of the sneakers that you like, I would have been like, you know what? Good.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
You were in those sneakers.
He got me.
You Kaiser Soze'd your way into those sneakers.
He got me.
Yeah.
So I'm just, it was an annoying evening of not sleeping for no reason. No reason. Just laying there.
When you're after you listen to Eric Bogle once through, do you then put your phone down and go like, okay, Dunsky?
I wanted to, the lyrics, there's a lyric I don't quite understand, so I wanted to look it up.
Okay, see,
And
this
that
is the
was what I
problem.
did.
You got stimulated because you were thinking all about the song.
Yeah, that was why I listened to it. I was like, I want to hear the lyrics to that. I don't know the lyrics. And I was reading for the lyrics, and then the Pogues version played, and I'm like, this stinks, and I turned it off.
It really is a harmful thing because, like, the phone, because you'll sit there trying to go to sleep. And it used to be if a question popped up in your head, you would just kind of think about it and you would doze off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like all the possibilities, and eventually you'd realize you were having ridiculous thoughts, and that meant you were almost asleep. But now, if you're trying to go to sleep and your phone's right on the bedside table, and you think of a question like, oh, what's that lyric? Let me look it up real quick. And then because I won't be able to go to sleep if I'm thinking about the lyric. Let me just look it up. And then you're liable to fall into a loop, or your brain is stimulated.
Your brain is stimulated, because I didn't look at anything else. I found the version with the lyrics.
Oh, good.
And I figured I'd listen to it as I read the lyrics. It's a nice way to do it. And then I
So
saw
now
the-
you're using all your senses.
all my senses. Then I
Yeah.
see the Pogues version, and then my anger comes out because I like the Pogues, but the version.
They didn't do a good job.
No, not at all. It's a peaceful.
When you find the lyrics one, are you singing along?
no, I'm not a
quietly
big,
to yourself.
I'm not a singer along or out loud. You wouldn't listen to this, Travis?
Yeah, no, I would not at 2 a.m.
Well,
Yeah.
it's 12:30, and it was already a half hour past when I normally go to bed.
It's
No,
like,
that
okay,
sounds like a good song.
it's time to go to sleep, Travis. Is there anything you want to do right before you go to bed? What's the
Band play
lyric?
Waltzing Matilda. Band play Waltzing Matilda.
Okay. But with Travis, we can't play that song for you. You know you get excited.
Oh,
when
I
you hear
need to.
that
I need to.
song.
I need to. Then I need to listen to the lyrics.
Yeah. Then I want to read, and I want to read the lyric sheet.
Yeah.
I want to read the lyrics while I listen.
I understand it was a stupid move.
I
and
have
it
too
woke my
many
brain up.
questions otherwise.
It woke my brain up.
It did.
Yeah, but it's not something that you meant to do. Like Sam was just saying. Like you
Right.
think of something, and then you're like, oh well, I have this device right next to me.
Yeah.
Right. I'm about to become like I'm heading towards dozing off, but I'm not dozed off yet.
And I was tired.
Right.
I was tired. I
But
was
tired, but not like asleep.
Yeah,
So
no,
let
no.
me check the lyrics.
Let me check the lyrics. Yeah, I had a little bit of business. I'm doing chip tonight, so I have a couple of things. I'm lining up a guest, a few little business things.
At midnight
Well, a friend of mine's on the East Coast, so I was texting with him. He's helping me.
on the East Coast.
Sorry, West Coast.
Oh,
yeah.
because I was about to say
Yeah, that would be silly.
that's when it's 12:30.
Yeah, no. it was like
that's-
9 o'clock, wherever he was.
Oh, okay.
It's about 12.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so, you talk to somebody, you have to do it when they can do it.
Chip's West Coast representation.
Connect.
Yeah, I see. That
Connect.
makes
It's
sense.
West
That's
Coast
good.
Connect.
That's good.
But it was, nothing crazy. It was just chat about, he had me watch this thing on this girl. I'm like, yeah, we could, whatever. Minor stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing like overly.
Right, so you had chip business, and then you were like, you know what? To get this chip stuff out of my head,
Yeah.
let me play the band saying Waltzing
Play
Matilda.
Waltzing Matilda. They don't sing it, they play it.
They play it, of
When
course.
the soldiers go to battle.
Oh, of course.
And when the
'cause they're not-
soldiers come back.
Right, they're not going to sing. I mean,
They play it.
right.
They play it.
Lyrics aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go off to battle and your legs blown off.
Waltzing Matilda.
I don't even know how the song goes.
Oh, yeah. Waltzing Matilda. Who'll come
I think
waltzing.
it doesn't Tom Waits sing it?
I don't know.
He does a version of it?
I've heard many a version, but
Yeah.
my parents lived in Australia for some time, so when I was a kid, my dad would sing it all the time.
Well, he was singing about an Australian battle.
Right.
Against the Turks,
Right.
1915.
The Young Turks?
Not the Young Turks, no. That was Anthony Cumia fighting with them. I don't think they get along, do they?
The Young Turks and
And
Anthony
Anthony
Cumia?
Cumia, yeah.
No, unfortunately, they have differing perspectives.
They do.
They have differing perspectives. And it's not one of those things where they
not gonna meet
agree
in
to
the middle?
disagree.
They
No,
don't
no,
agree.
no.
They hate each other.
Yeah, they hate each other very much. Very, very
What
much.
does the Young Turks mean? What does the name mean?
I don't know for sure. I just know they're hyper liberal people. Yeah.
You don't like Tom Waits?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Sleeves, right?
It's not,
Voss loves him.
it sounds like Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Waltzing Matilda, yeah.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
He does have a good voice.
What?
He's a good voice. I'm not even a Tom Waits fan, but it's not bad.
I don't know all that much about Tom Waits, but this sucks.
I heard one time that Ozzy was going to see him. They were doing at some event, and Tom Waits was coming out to play, and he was running really late, and it was dead quiet in the arena or like the theater, and Tom Waits wasn't out yet. And Ozzy, I guess, way too loud, goes, "Let's go, man! He's not a fucking Beatle." so annoyed to be waiting for him. He's not a fucking Beatle.
What a great line. I love that he's not even joking. He's just
No.
like, he's in his annoyance. He's like, look, I like Tom Waits, but let's not get carried away here.
What are you fucking doing?
Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking Ozzy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's a little annoyed waiting for him.
Oh, I watched
great.
that Black Sabbath documentary.
The end?
The end. It's so good.
Is it good? I haven't seen it.
Oh, you-
Florentine said it's great.
You didn't? I thought you went to the premiere or whatever.
No, he just went to the T-shirt store.
No, I didn't go to the premiere because I was at the shirt store because Ozzy was doing an appearance there.
Yeah.
So we were hanging
It's
out.
really. It's on Showtime like every day.
Oh, good. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Do they have a lot of talking or is it mostly the music?
It's 50-50.
Oh, there's interviews.
Yeah. There's interviews. There's
A little bit of both.
there's rehearsal footage. There's studio footage. There's a lot of live footage from the show.
But is it's not like a concert movie, it's a documentary, or it is a concert movie?
I would
Or a little bit of both.
little bit about.
Oh, definitely. The end of the end. Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, I thought you saw it.
No. I didn't realize it was on Showtime. It was like a limited theater release.
You
Like,
got that shirt though, right?
which one?
From the movie, or no?
What shirt?
I thought you went to the. Didn't they put out special shirts?
It was
or
a
something?
thing they were doing. There was an Ozfest announcement. The premiere was down the
it
street.
wasn't just for
I thought
the.
it was like a pop-up shop.
It was a pop-up shop because they were announcing Ozfest, and Ozzy came and he was
I
shooting
see.
a T-shirt gun, but he was shooting it with money, like this fake Ozzy money, where you
Oh,
could get
yeah.
like stuff, but the Ozzy gun wasn't working. And he's like, "What the fuck?" He was so annoyed.
He was?
Yeah, because nothing was coming out.
Did you get any Aussie bucks?
I did save one Ozzy buck just to have it.
They're like regular money, only
An
fun.
Ozzy. Yeah. I did save an Ozzy buck. Yes, I did.
That's good.
That's
I
a
would have
cool-
too.
You have to.
Of course.
I didn't take a lot of them.
Yeah.
I took one.
At WrestleMania, they made Shane McMahon money fall from the ceiling. I didn't get any, but if I had, I would have saved it.
No, why not?
Why not? It's fun. It's like regular money, only fun.
Yeah, except it's got a guy you like on it.
1,500.
Yeah, I went to night 2 of Jay-Z at the Barclays last night.
You saw him twice.
Mm-hmm.
That,
It's great.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I loved it.
I've never gone 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, and like,
Same set list?
it's the exact same show. Like, even the stuff that he says between the songs was exactly the same. But
Oh.
still, like, whenever he played like a hit, I reacted the exact same way I reacted the night before. Oh my God! Like,
What was something he said in between one? What was something he said between? Oh, chipping. What was something he said in between songs that you thought was improv? That wasn't.
I mean, he literally had a thing on Sunday where he looks at one of his, because he has a band and a couple of DJs.
I
Like,
hope so. Yeah.
yeah, he's got all kinds of people.
Good. I hope so.
But they're low. They're like in orchestra pits, so it's just him on the stage. And he goes, whoa, wait a minute. I want to go off the script a little bit. I want to do something. I want to do something a little bit off the script. Something for Brooklyn. And we all go, yeah. I mean, I'm from Westchester, but I'm in the Barclays at
Sure.
the time, so I'm representing Brooklyn in the moment. And he goes like, this is. I don't know if we're ready for this, but let's see if Brooklyn has love for the Notorious B.I.G. And we're like, of course we do. Yeah.
Oh, even they didn't boo?
No.
In Brooklyn, the Notorious B.I.G.?
They cheered loudly, and he had the DJ spontaneously put on the song "Juicy" by Biggie, which is
Okay.
like that was his breakout hit, and he just had the audience sing along to it, and like it's this thing where the audience sang the entire first verse. Now, I have seen him do this on other tours,
Really?
but
But did he go off the script for for Schenectady?
well, no, I didn't mean. I don't know if he's done it in other cities, but I've seen him do it when he's touring other albums. You know, but then I guess he must have really liked the response that he got when he did it spontaneously on Sunday, because last night he did it spontaneously again.
Oh, let me hear a little bit of it while we're talking. I don't know that. I'm sure I know it, but I can't.
Oh yeah, you
I was never a.
In the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall.
Oh.
Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my
Marley Marl. Wow, you don't hear him referenced anymore.
yeah.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
BLS, the DJ.
When I had the red and black lumberjack.
Hey, listen to this reference.
Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip
Rapping
hop
Duke.
would make it this far.
The Rapping Duke, John
Yeah,
Wayne.
duh.
Yaha.
Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner.
That was a reference to the '93 bombing.
Yes,
Nazi.
yeah.
Yeah.
For dinner. Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri. Funk Master Flex.
Patrice loved him.
Well, he's the fucking man.
Patrice was delusional. He probably thought that he reminded people of him. He probably thought he was the B.I.G. of comedy.
You think he was?
Yeah, no, I don't. But he thought he was. No. No, if he was still alive, I would do a horrible reference.
Well, I mean, people like. That was one of the reasons people loved Biggie, though, because he's like this, like, kind of ugly fat guy with a lazy eye who was like the
Oh,
coolest.
did he have a lazy eye?
Yeah, but he was the coolest motherfucker in the world and just fucked everyone, every chick. No dudes, man, just chicks. But and so it made it so like, you know, you didn't have to be. Everybody that was like an outcast was like, no, I can be cool like Biggie.
Because he doesn't look cool. He's just a fat guy. And all of a sudden, he's a fat guy, and he's the fucking, he's the lead guy in all these videos. He's the,
Look at all
I
the
get it.
fucking
Yeah.
bikini chicks hanging out with him. He
Yeah.
fucked all of them, right, Troy?
Oh, yeah.
See? Yeah, so Jay would put on like the first verse of this,
Oh, okay.
have the audience sing along spontaneously, and then I was telling Troy that because I went with Troy the first night, and the second night I went with somebody else last night. But I told Troy that he did actually spontaneously do that again, and then like at the beginning of the show, he goes like, yeah, I know what we're all doing tonight, but I want you all to remember one thing: love trumps hate. Love trumps hate. And everybody goes, yeah. And I'm like, I remember from last night when you said that.
Yeah, Trump, I got it.
Right, yeah, I think he was going for that.
Yeah.
And then he said, like literally, I mean, word for word, all the stuff. He did,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he was like,
Although
you
he's
know.
a showman.
Yeah, I don't
He's a
mind it.
showman. He's doing
I
a show. Everyone should get the same show. I get that.
I don't mind it at all. I don't, and it's a great show, so I don't mind it.
All right, how long?
He does like an hour 45.
Oh, that's good. That's a good. That's
Yeah.
a good length. So did you finally see the end of the show last night?
No, I knew exactly when to leave because I also like read the set list, and like and I'm sure there are people who like Linkin Park out there, but he does this tribute to Chester from Linkin Park.
Okay.
Because they did that mashup together.
Oh, I didn't know they did a mashup.
Yeah, that was like the beginning of mashups. Like they put out like the Black Album and Linkin Park's album, whatever. They did like an EP where they did like 5 songs that were a mashup, and Numb and Encore was a big hit from it.
Okay.
But like, I like Encore. Like I don't like Numb and Encore. I just like regular. I like the Jay-Z.
But he did a mashup.
Yeah, so I left before then.
How'd you see the set list?
They post. I mean, it's the same shit everywhere he goes. So they post the set list online though.
Yeah, if it's just a tour set list.
Yeah,
I used to
exactly.
like a nice surprise set list. I never wanted to know what the set list
I
was.
still do.
I still don't. Yeah, I still don't want to know.
But I remembered it from last night.
Oh, last
I mean,
night
from Sunday night.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 nights ago.
So Sunday and then Monday.
That's right.
So like I knew.
Oh, right.
I didn't check the set list before I went on Sunday. But once I saw the show on Sunday, I was like, let me go on Monday.
You saw Jay-Z and Eminem together, right?
Yeah, at Yankee Stadium.
And Jay-Z headlined that one, and Eminem headlined in Detroit.
Yeah. Eminem went first in Yankee Stadium, and then Jay-Z went. Yeah. Every other time I've seen Jay-Z co-headline, they go back and forth. Like I saw him co-headline with Mary J. Blige, and the two of them went back and forth at Madison Square Garden. And then when he did Justin Timberlake at Yankee Stadium, they would go back and forth.
And he can go on after anybody, and they could go on after him.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that big, yeah. It's amazing though.
How
when
was Eminem live? Sorry.
He's good, like, not bad for sure, but he also like so much of his rapping is like studio rapping, like where he's like overlaying it, and, there's no way that you could get all those syllables out just live, so he has to have like a bunch of people on stage with him to like hype man finishing some of his lines and stuff.
Oh, does
like
he?
that.
Did you see his SNL performance?
I heard. I
saw
gotta get
some
a
of
beating.
it.
I saw like he did a mashup
It wasn't great.
of like 3 songs.
Yeah.
I just saw that when he did Stan. Was that part of his mashup?
Yeah, he did an 8-minute like set instead of performing twice. Like how
that sucks.
Yeah. and
Why?
It's probably something. It was probably his call. I'm
yeah,
sure.
he probably wanted to do a medley of songs.
Does he have a greatest hits coming out or something?
No, he's got a new record coming out.
Yeah, he's got a new album. I mean, people would have freaked out if he did the new song,
Which he started with.
right, and then do this SNL tradition, and then come back and do Stan.
Yeah.
People would have flipped out.
Yeah, that's a terrible way. But I thought like how rough it is to be a rapper. Like there's no classics. Like you do a couple of your old songs and people go fucking crazy. Fuck him, he's finished.
Yeah,
Like wow.
It's weird though with him though, because his stuff for me personally,
Eminem?
yeah, Eminem does not hold up. I mean, it's cool. I liked his albums when they came out,
yeah.
but like you listen to old Jay-Z, like we were listening to like Big Pimpin', which came out in like what 97, 98,
Yeah.
99, somewhere in there, and it bangs. Everybody goes crazy.
Yeah, when
And-
Jay-Z does his old songs because he always does his old songs at shows, he does everything. It never feels like, oh yeah, this is for the old people in the room, or like, oh, I remember from high school. It's just like the whole arena loses their minds because, they're still hits. They still work as hits today.
The
Yeah.
crowd isn't bummed they're not getting another new song.
No,
No.
no, they lose their. I mean, he does stuff from his first album in '96.
They should.
and like
Yeah, you
people
should.
lose their fucking minds.
Every artist should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess Eminem stuff that doesn't hold up as well, I guess.
And his new song, in my opinion, I don't really think it's all that great.
No, it's not.
It's
What's it called?
Walk on Water with Beyonce.
Oh yeah, it's not that good.
I mean, it's just like
People were losing their minds a little bit because Beyonce's on it.
I mean,
It's got
that's great
40
she's on.
million views already. Jesus.
He's a giant still, Eminem. But I haven't liked anything he's done in 10 years.
And, you know, he used to be so funny. You always kind of enjoyed what he did. Like, he'd go on the video awards or whatever. And he just seems, like, upset and angry now. And there's nothing funny about anything he does.
Plus, like, I don't think you have the same sympathy for him anymore because it's like, what the fuck's he so upset about?
He's just still yelling about same shit.
It's also weird because I was actually talking to an Eminem fan about it because...
Ooh, you are right now.
An Eminemster?
Yeah.
Because it used to be like he was kind of counterculture. Like, he
Right.
was like, oh, yeah, nobody's saying what he's saying. And then when he comes out and does like an 8-minute song about Trump, you're like, oh, like, everybody's saying what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There were some good lines in that.
Yeah, but it's not like going after Trump is just like, oh, shit.
You're not exactly fucking...
Oh, no, he didn't.
You're not exactly breaking fucking edgy ground.
No.
Whoa, dangerous.
Especially when you wait until like October 2017 to start taking shots. Like, yeah, we've been there.
It is funny. The guys who are to take some shots now, they're going to say, yeah!
Yeah, shut up.
He was upset that Trump didn't come back after him.
I saw that. He was legit, like, he was annoyed that Trump didn't even acknowledge the Eminem freestyle, which I think is hilarious. But see, this is the new song.
Your car, listen and pick it apart. Like this shit is garbage. God's giving me all this.
Just give me like...
It just never becomes a song.
No.
Yeah,
like he's just talking?
Like, it's all like amping up,
Yeah.
right? It's all like, oh, the crescendo's coming, and then the song's over, and you're like, oh.
My confidence mission
Just give me another Slim Shady, you know?
not God sent.
Yeah, I don't like this that much.
I want to hear about spitting in the onion rings,
Yeah.
you know?
That's one thing about Jay-Z is he evolved, and you can listen to a Jay-Z record today and it sounds like it's contemporary.
Yeah.
Where Eminem just sounds like it just sounds like
It sounds like old Eminem.
old 15 years ago Eminem. Yeah.
Yeah.
She sounds nice.
Oh, she's great.
Beyonce's like, she's...
I don't listen to her ever, but
Queen Bee.
this is nice. That's terrific.
What? There are a lot of members of the Beehive that listen to this show.
I'm sure there
sure
are.
of it.
I'm sure. I'm sure the Beehive is...
You think there's a big crossover?
Yeah, I think it's all crossover.
Yeah, Chris Brown fans, we mentioned him. Boy, my Twitter lights up.
It does, right?
Absolutely. Last time I had at least 2 people.
Well, I'll tell you something. Black Twitter loves Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Because of you.
You think so?
Of course.
Black Twitter loves Jim.
That's true. Well, they love Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have Chip.
You don't think so? He's a big star on big hit on World Star.
That's true, he was.
yeah.
And you got cred because you're on Power.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't. Most black people don't know that. I do get recognized a lot by black people. A lot of times they don't know where they know me from.
Shot that motherfucker.
I know this guy.
It's so fun going to Jay-Z shows because they become like hood fashion shows. Like there are women that show up like just dressed to the nines, but in like ridiculous, not like that, in ridiculous outfits. We were walking to our seats yesterday.
Who'd you go with?
And there, my buddy Joe, and there was this woman wearing an entire bodysuit made out of stocking material. So she had some kind of thing
Yeah.
covering up her vagina.
Yeah, it's hot.
But her titties were totally out. An overweight woman with her titties out and like a fur coat on. She's just walking around with her titties hanging out.
Did she look silly?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. A lot of.
It's kind of hot if she was a smaller lady.
But she wasn't.
You know, she wasn't a fucking behemoth.
No, she was I look good. That's, yeah. I see you looking. It's like, well,
Yeah, your tits are out.
what do you think's gonna happen?
Did you see her ass or no? You could with the coat.
No, because the coat covered her ass.
You know how hot that must be in a concert, a fur coat.
Yeah, I know, because you want to get to your seat. Like I wore a jacket. I got to my seat, took my coat off.
Yeah.
But if my titties were out, I would have to leave my coat on.
Where do you put a fur coat? Who do you expect to attract at a concert?
So many people, especially there's something because I've been to lots of concerts. There's something about Jay-Z that people are like, oh, this is an event, and they dress crazy.
There's a lot of hot girls there though. Sunday night.
Yeah, there are a lot of hot girls.
You think he gets laid after the show or no? Well, he's got his wife.
No, he has a whole song. He apologizes to Beyonce for womanizing at the concert.
Does he?
Yeah, you cannot fuck groupies after that. There would be no integrity.
Did he
in the
get caught?
lyrics.
I guess he got caught.
Yeah, that was Beyonce's whole last album was her lamenting.
Lamenting on Lemonade?
Yep.
I see your word.
Was she lamenting that her husband was fucking other people?
Yeah.
Well, cough up the drawers. Cough the fucking drawers up, and then he won't do it.
Becky with the good hair.
There's still a mystery, right?
Oh, who Becky is?
Yeah. And then Jay-Z was like, on his new album, he was like, leave me alone, Becky. Like, you leave me alone. You're too much of a temptation.
Is that what he said?
Well, he didn't say you're too much of a temptation, but I think that's the implication.
What would you?
He said, he did say, let me alone, Becky. And everybody's like, oh, shit, from the thing.
Well, let me. But could you?
It's like a story.
It's probably a made-up thing they
Of
did.
course, it's a soap opera. It's ridiculous. It's not real life.
If you knew that there was a guy that your wife like had hung out with but didn't have sex with but wanted to have sex with, would it bother you? Like if you're like, oh, there's this guy that she's like, she doesn't want to be alone with because she doesn't trust herself.
Oh my God, if she said like, yeah, that really bugged me. I thought you meant like just kind of like emotional friends where I'm like, that's a little too much.
Or how about if you knew
But
she wouldn't fuck him?
If you mean like, if she came to me and she's like, oh my God, I can't be alone around this guy, I'd be like.
Well, how about if you knew she wouldn't fuck him, but you knew that if she said like, I can't be well with, I won't do anything, but I'd be tempted.
Is it a celebrity or just a dude?
Just a dude.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like.
Because she wanted to bang somebody else? Or thought of it?
I guess so.
Because there's girls that would tempt you, right? Even though you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say it, I guess.
I guess maybe not. That's
I wouldn't feel it. I wouldn't feel strongly enough that I would have to say something. Because that's when, like, if she's saying that to me, like, every fiber of her being is like, oh my God, I want to fuck. I have to tell Sam about this. And I'd be like, Jess, what are you doing?
Who am I going to tell? Oh, Sam's the only one home.
Yeah.
You wouldn't give her a pass?
I mean, no, probably not.
Would you be annoyed? Just knowing that she wanted to bang another person, but she wouldn't. Like,
No, I mean, no, I wouldn't be annoyed.
if it was somebody she had sexual energy with, but wouldn't do anything with, like a guy she had dated.
I wouldn't be annoyed unless she brought him up, or like if they were hanging around and they had that kind of sexual, flirtatious energy.
Sure.
Even though nothing's going to happen, I'd be like,
Yeah.
it would be orgasming. Oh. No, I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that sort of like precursor to like, oh, later on tonight we might.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't.
That energy stinks.
What are you doing?
How about if she didn't want to hang out with him because that energy would be there and she didn't want to be around that energy? Would you be mad that she was going to have that energy at all? It's unrealistic. It's like, I have it for people. Like, would you know?
Yeah, I would hope that I could get myself to a place where where it wouldn't bother me because I knew that it wasn't going to happen. Like she was doing the mature thing, and this stuff happens to people.
Sure.
If it wasn't something, if she just said that and was like, look, here's the deal, I'd be like, okay. If she had less sexual energy toward me and this topic of conversation kept coming up, I'd be like, fuck are you doing? But, you know.
Being married is scary.
A little, but.
Scary.
You know, you take your time getting there.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very helpful. You're putting sex bagel up there. Are you implying that he would be the guy?
No, I don't think Jess had sexual energy with
None?
sex. No,
Would you be okay with that?
If Jess had sexual energy with E-Rock?
Yeah.
If she said, I
No,
I won't do
wouldn't.
anything with him.
If Sam, if you're like, hey, we got invited to Eric's place, you want to go? And Jim, what would she say?
I don't want that energy to be there again.
What energy? I don't know. Like,
you know the energy I have with him. It's tension.
What is it?
He catches me looking at his bulge.
What?
Under
What
his
is-
shirt.
Jess, if you need me to gain weight, I can gain weight. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't. You kind of have to realize, I guess, that people are going to be attracted to people.
I get being married is that's one of the things that's scary. So once you're in a legal arrangement, what happens if all of a sudden you realize like your wife wants to fuck with, not wants to go out and do it, or is going to do it, but like what if you like, oh, she doesn't like me like she used to, like, it just seems frightening.
Yeah, you have to be aware of it kind of all the time. Like you can't. I think a lot of relationships go south because people stop working on them.
Right.
Like you kind of say like, okay, we're married. Like this is just what we do. I'm gonna just be myself. I don't need to. I don't need to make her attracted to me. I don't need to be like overly nice. Like I just be myself. She marry me, whatever.
Yeah, she knows what she's getting.
Yeah, you start to take the relationship for granted, and I think that that's when it gets bad. But if you're still kind of consistently, and you don't have to bend over backwards, but consistently just checking up on the relationship.
So what do you do to make yourself sexually attractive? I want to know what Sam Roberts
What's that
does.
sexual, like, for Jess, if she's emotionally fulfilled, she'll be attracted to me. You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
what you tell yourself. But okay, so that's big for women, the emotional.
right. Like, she needs to know.
And you
she's-
haven't gotten fat or anything like that. You look like kind of the same. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my body isn't great now, but quite frankly, when
It
has
was
it
never
been?
terrific.
No, it wasn't.
There's certain parts like you look older. You can't help that. I get it. We all look older.
Right.
Can't stop that.
Right. And that's not an issue.
No.
But yeah. Like if she feels taken care of, if she feels like, I care about her and I care about the relationship and blah blah blah, then she's good.
Do you have like an outfit you wear that you like? This will get her. Do you have something that you put on that she thinks is really hot on you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Hulk Hogan T-shirt.
Yeah, I have my tearaway Hulk Hogan T-shirt, and so like on a really randy evening, I'll tear away the Hulk Hogan T-shirt like the Hulkster does.
What do they call it? Shirt cocking? Is that what you just said?
Shirt cock.
You never heard that's when you walk around with just a shirt and nothing underneath it? Shirt cock. I forget what that's from, the expression. It's very funny.
I'll wear like a silk shirt like Eddie Q wears at the Apple press conferences. One of those silk
Yeah.
shirts with the different material when you roll up the sleeve.
Yeah, it's probably a fucking $800 shirt.
Right, but no, women never like those shirts. I don't know why guys buy them.
They really don't. Like, it's like El Chapo wore one of those shirts in
They're
his video.
awful. They find rich guys who have no sense of style anymore and just think that because there's bright colors and patterns that they're stylish for buying these ridiculous shirts.
And El Chapo's shirt was too big, but he
course.
wanted to look good in a fucking. Cause it's hard to get a tailor when you're hiding out in the mountains. He wanted to look good in the shirt when he talked to that girl when he did the interview.
Yeah, that shirt sucks. No woman is like, oh my god, look at him. in
That's
that
an
shirt.
awful shirt.
It's
or she might have.
terrible.
Who knows? Maybe she brought it for him. But look at the sleeves. Look at how much the sleeves are all bunched up, and his other silk shirt is terrible.
There's no woman who's like, I really like a man in paisley. I like a paisley pattern.
Yeah. Do you
Like
think those fit him well?
No, the sleeves bunch up at the end. Like he obviously uses the second button because the cuff is tight, but then it almost blouses out. It fits like Jerry Seinfeld's pirate shirt. I don't want to be a pirate.
Yeah. That's how shirts fit me. El Chapo and I have that in common.
You gotta get your shirts tailored.
Yeah, I do have to do this all the time.
Yeah.
Or I have to buy smalls, and they're usually too tight on my tummy.
Well, yeah, you got the belly, right?
That's why I buy. Well, it's not like bad as it used to be, but a little bit. But that's why I buy the fucking All Saints. I have to roll the sleeves up, but they look good rolled up.
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah. Well, you can get shirts made. They're not that expensive.
I'm not sure. I can't have shirts made. I
Why?
don't like any shirt enough to have it made.
We get like a nice dress shirt tailored.
I just have the sleeves taken in.
I've had a couple shirts made.
Do you?
'Cause I've had the suits made. Yeah. Yeah, and then when
I'm
you
in a
go,
nice silk shirt like El Chapo.
you think so?
Yeah.
Would
Those are
you-
horrible shirts.
Would you think it was cool if on the next WWE thing I did, I wore one of those like cool El Chapo silk shirts on the panel?
You have no idea. I'd like to see you going in looking like El Chapo and come out looking like Pablo Escobar. Yeah, I would love you if you did that. If you wore,
with the bad sleeves that haven't been tailored,
I would love it, even if it fit you perfectly. If you wore the El Chapo satin shirt,
with unbuttoned though, right? Like
Exactly
like
as
with
he
the
has
with the
it.
3 buttons unbuttoned and my chest showing.
well, he wanted to show it off. What's her name? Kate something. She's very attractive. Did you see the special on Netflix?
I haven't yet.
The documentary.
I should watch it so we can talk about it.
It's called something El Chapo, Meeting El Chapo. Not the series, which is actually pretty good. It's got a great theme song, the series.
Yeah.
The El Chapo theme song for the series is the shit.
His name's El Chapo. He was interviewed. Something like
Not
that.
how it goes.
Oh, okay.
La da 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 da.
He liked to sell drugs.
Yeah, his name was Joaquin. I'm not fucking with him.
No.
No.
No,
Don't make fun of him.
it's not funny.
Boy.
It's not funny.
You know who wouldn't laugh at that? Sean Penn.
That's right. Sean Penn.
Do you know how fucking much he's praying for an El Chapo acquittal?
If Sean Penn were in here. So, Sean, you interviewed El Chapo. No. I don't know anything about that. No,
The day I met
no.
El Chapo between Kate Del Castillo, I think her name is. Or is it Del Castillo? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it.
Looks like Del Castillo.
Fucking Sean Penn El Chapo's lawyers are going, Sean Penn was the problem. When Al Chapo's lawyers are saying you're the problem,
Oh boy.
the only reason, and this is again, I don't want to see anything bad happen to Sean. It's fucking terrifying. He said he has a terrible regret for the interview. Because when El Chapo's lawyer is like in the documentary, go, Sean Penn, I don't know. Do you think that's not what he's saying to Joaquin? Do you think that's not what he's saying to El Chapo?
Do you think El Chapo trusts his lawyers?
Yup.
Oh boy.
Over them gringo fucking actor who it turns out fucked the lady that he wanted to fuck.
And he didn't fuck her.
No.
Oof.
She tells a story about being alone with El Chapo, and he walked her to her bedroom, and she could sense, and Sean Penn just kind of sat there and there's nothing he could do. And she was worried that he was going to do something, and he did not. She talked to him like, this is, you have the chance to do good, and blah, blah. She had a nice chat with him, and he said, oh, okay, good night. I guess she talked him out of it. He might have thought they were going to fuck, but he didn't make her. In fairness to him. Jesus, El Chapo is fucking more scruples than Harvey Weinstein when it comes to getting laid.
Yeah, really. I love the body language on the picture of the three of them, because El Chapo's squeezing the girl real tight. But then Sean Penn is over like, hey, I'm in the photo too.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Look at the spacing.
Yeah, he wants nothing to do.
Hey, you mind if I get in this one?
And she has her hands in her pocket, and she's trying to duck down so her tits aren't mushing up against El Chapo.
But look how his body's leaning in.
Look at his shirt's all tucked in.
Well, yeah, because he wore his favorite silk shirt.
He probably wears strong cologne.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have his soaps and everything, so he probably just really lays on that cologne.
He probably has his soaps. He was in a house.
All his nice soaps, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the biggest drug dealer on earth.
He can get soap.
He gets soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was living in a house. I mean, it was a ranch. It was just in the middle of nowhere.
Well, what's the longest relationship that you've been in?
3 years.
So after
Close to 3 years.
After 3 years, did you get to a point where you didn't trust the girl that you were with about looking at other guys?
I got to that point probably. I'd say we had known each other for 2 weeks.
So that's a rough part of relationships. I mean,
I can take that and make it dirty.
Yeah.
Like finding out your sexual history if you're a woman and making it dirty can turn me on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because this way it doesn't own me. Because I would become obsessed with it and I would get so freaked out by it.
Sure.
And oh my God, I'm less than or whatever. But then once I could make it dirty, I could kind of go with it. And have fun with it.
I dated Jess for years before we got married, though, so there was no sort of, I wonder how will she react to this. We were very simpatico, if that's the word. I don't know if that's the word.
I don't know what that means.
We were on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah. So that wasn't a concern.
Yeah, that's body language. Boy, he is really...
Chapo?
El Chapo is all Kate DiCastillo, and she's ducking down almost to give her, so she's not that much taller than him. She's almost making El Chapo taller than her. So women do that to me a lot because I'm also a short-statured, powerful man.
Oh, I was going to say a petite gentleman.
No. I'm a short-statured. I'm a man of great influence and power.
Right.
Feared by other men. When women take pictures of me, they always duck down. You don't have to duck down. I always tell women, just stand up. I know I'm a shrimp. I don't mind. Tower over me, it's okay.
That picture is El Chapo's it's just me and you, babe. And then Sean Penn's hey, Three Musketeers, right?
But the thing is, El Chapo is fucking now taller than her. And she's probably 5'10", 5'9". He's a little fella.
He is. Not there's any, that's still good, though.
It's fine to be a little fella.
Good.
Well, his nickname is Shorty.
But not
I think El Chapo is Shorty, right?
So you mean it in a good way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's short.
He's 5'6", she's 5'5".
Oh, she might have had heels on.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize she was shorter than him. He's 5'6". I'm taller than El Chapo.
That's what Google said.
Wow, is she fucking hot?
He's 5'6". When he found out
he's a romantic.
She's 5'5". Do you think he went, oh my God, perfect.
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 Perfecto.
Perfecto. Whatever he said is fine.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with him.
No, he's probably right. She went with the wrong dude.
Boy, if you're Sean Penn, are you a nervous motherfucker?
He shouldn't have hooked up with this girl.
I can't say I fault him for that. He's Sean Penn.
But in hindsight...
El Chapo had no idea who he was. He didn't know what Rolling Stone was.
What kind of sneakers is El Chapo wearing there?
Whatever type he wants, they match. He has new jeans too, by the way.
He does.
His jeans have shiny. He has shiny new jeans energy.
They have not
El
been-
Chapo has like go back to school energy. I'm not laughing at that. What's funny about that?
No, you're
That's
right.
a great energy to have.
You're right. It's a good energy to be like a little kid who just went back to school shopping.
But I mean, he looks like he's wearing new clothes because he wants to look good for Katie Castillo.
Can I wear these today? No, you have to wait for Kate.
Oh.
That's not me doing the impression.
Right. No. That was actually
He's in New York.
That was actually the Travis dog.
No, it's Eric Nagel.
Eric Nagel was doing the impression. Look,
But Sean
the
Penn
fact
is nervous.
that El Chapo does look like a guy who was maybe a dork in middle school, but high school it was all going to be different because I got my silk shirts now.
Yeah, he was very poor, and his father was kind of an abusive guy.
Yeah.
A drinker who did not think that El Chapo would ever be a successful drug dealer. That's what they did. They were broke people. So, but you watch this documentary. The documentary is good. It's not amazing, but it's interesting to see. Boy, does Sean Penn. Sean Penn was stupid to not be interviewed for this documentary. That's where you should have talked, and all you should have done was stated your case. And so I had no idea. I had no. That whole I'm not going to say anything and let them paint the narrative. You really were dumb
Yeah.
because the narrative is not good.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It turned on him.
And I don't know how much of it is true. I don't know.
It doesn't matter though, does it?
No, because that's what they believe.
Right. That's all that matters.
Katie Castillo is in the United States. Now, is she in the United States because she said the Mexican government is saying that she had laundered money for El Chapo?
Maybe she's in the United States because she's looking for a man like Jim Norton.
I wouldn't date her.
You're not interested.
Not even remotely interested. I wouldn't interview her.
You would not.
No, I would interview her.
Right.
But I would only say pro El Chapo things.
Right. You know, he was actually very scary. No, you just don't. You don't know him.
Yeah, he doesn't look scary to me. He looks like a fine man.
He looks like a good guy.
But he loved her and he wanted to meet her. They said he's like a romantic.
I bet he is.
He's a fucking romantic, and he liked her soap operas, and he saw himself as the kind of man who would get someone like her.
He's probably a sweet guy on the inside.
And then this fucking gringo actor shows up,
no,
and the
no.
next thing you know, he's in cuffs, and he finds out that he fucked a girl.
You think he's gonna? You think if he's in jail and they do movie night for the inmates and they put on Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
He's not going to laugh.
he'd be fucking pissed, wouldn't he?
He would. Now, she's in America for one of two reasons. Either the Mexican government really did kind of target her a little bit, or deep down she's scared of the cartel. I don't know what it is. She may feel like she has more protection here than in Mexico.
The inmates will all laugh. Spicoli goes, learning about Cuba, eating some food. The inmates all go, ha 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 ha. And Chapo is just grinding his teeth.
Thinking, yeah.
That fucking Spicoli.
Because she's saying she didn't know there was going to be an interview. She had no idea. She said Sean Penn put her on the spot. And they're saying that
You think
Sean
that's
Penn...
true?
They're saying that he didn't get press credentials for her. He got them from himself and the other two people
Press credentials where?
to go over... Because you're meeting this fugitive,
Mm-hmm.
a press credential means that, like, I don't think you need
Oh,
to
that
say
you
what you're
can-
going to do.
I see.
But you're going to meet a guy who's a fugitive from justice. So to
Because if
say
you
that you're
don't-
not in cahoots with him, quote, you know,
If you don't have press credentials, then you're now helping him hide.
you're aiding and abetting
Right.
the most powerful drug dealer in the world.
Right.
And you know where he is and you're not saying it.
Right.
But if you're press credential, it's almost like that one guy interviewed Bin Laden years ago in the late 90s. So I guess it gives you a little more leeway. But
Sean Penn.
he didn't get them from her. So her team doesn't look at that as fucked up. Her team looks at that like, and Joaquin Guzman's team looks at that like,
Joaquin
this-
Guzman is El Chapo?
yeah, he looks at it like this gringo motherfucker
Right.
threw her to the wolves. And him and his guys and the producers knew. You know,
Yeah.
the producers' names you don't even know.
But do you think that El Chapo is going to be loyal to this girl?
Yeah.
Me too.
A lot more than some fucking good-looking
Yeah.
gringo actor who used to fuck Madonna.
You mean the chick that he's in love with?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, same guy that fucked Madonna picked off my girl, too?
Oh,
Did he?
the guy, the gringo actor that fucked the girl I'm in love with betrayed her?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
And then he betrayed me, and then I'm now sitting in this fucking cell in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Good news.
Oh.
Let's keep things quiet until this trial's over.
Right, exactly. Just be
Nothing's
cool.
going to happen while this trial's happening. El Chapo wants to be acquitted.
Right.
He wants to probably be sent back to Mexico. It's probably much better for him in Mexico than here.
If
That's
he-
their greatest fear is being extradited to the U.S.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love
I
to
saw
interview,
that
I'd
in the
love to interview his lawyer.
in the Pablo Escobar series. They extradition was the absolute worst thing that could happen.
I would love to interview. We should try to reach out. I want to interview one of his
El
lawyers.
Chapo?
I'd love to interview his lawyer.
I don't want to interview any of them
Why?
Because the last guy that interviewed anybody associated with them is fucking Sean Penn, and now El Chapo wants to kill him.
We don't know that.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe
but
not.
his attorney would speak for him. You want his attorney. His attorney would give the right,
I just don't want to be involved. You let me do what I'm doing over here. You do what you're doing over there.
Wouldn't you want to talk to his lawyer?
Sure. You can.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why don't you, maybe one of my travel days, you talk to El Chapo's lawyer.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, I don't need to be involved in all that. Take my name off the fucking thing, too. I don't need anybody to know.
I'll sign up for that.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Jim is on the hunt now to get this lawyer.
Put the feelers out for the attorney. Tell him we want him in. No, I don't know. But about the documentary. Because he did do the interview for the documentary. So the attorney did speak to the documentary. You know what I mean? That's why I would want to say it's not a secret. He talked in this.
Yeah, all right. Well, still, I don't need to be involved. I'll watch the deal on Netflix, no problem. We'll chit-chat about it. But
He gave up his private, and he hired a private lawyer.
El Chapo did?
Well, this is an American lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
He had his Mexican attorney is probably the one who I saw in the interview.
And his Mexican attorney is the one saying, like, hey, Sean Penn, what an asshole, huh?
He's hiring Gotti's lawyer.
Oh,
How
boy.
will a Mexican drug kingpin pay his lawyer? People are asking. Yeah, a lot of his assets have been frozen. I'm sure he's got a few tucked away.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, the Gotti movie got pushed back again. You know John Travolta? Have you seen the trailer for it?
I didn't realize. Was it? Look, he's a good actor. Can we see the trailer? I've not seen it, or maybe I did, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, John Travolta is playing John Gotti in this movie that, like, I've been hearing about this thing for years. Travolta's been trying to get this Gotti movie done for years. What?
I have a very bad suggestion that I'm going to let somebody say. Rob in Oklahoma has an idea that's probably not going to happen.
Well, maybe.
Yes, Rob.
Hey guys, I'm just thinking that since Sam doesn't want to do the interview, get the attorney on the Chip Chipperson podcast.
Do you know
That would be. It's good that you have other outlets.
There's very few people I would say no to on the Chip podcast. I would not interview that man.
What are you fucking defending
It would
him?
bump the ratings.
It would, but I do understand that. Thank you very much, Rob. Great idea.
Yeah.
I will say this, that honestly, when doing Chip,
Yes.
stupid things would be said.
You can't help yourself. I mean, Chip can't help himself.
No, and unfortunately, when that fucking knife goes through the head for Chip, Jim's comes off too. No, I will not be interviewing that man. But I would love to on the show.
Chip
Give a
would,
real
have,
interview.
Chip would have to go into hiding, back into the depths and bowels of your soul.
I'll hide in hell.
Oh, so cool, man. So cool, like Freddy Krueger, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Haunt people in their dreams,
Fuck
right?
yeah.
Cool, man.
Laughter on Elm Street.
Oh, because you'd still tell jokes.
Yeah.
I see. You'd haunt people with comedy.
So why has this been pushed back? Kelly Preston, isn't it his ex or his current wife?
I think it's his wife, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Travolta is like, I think he's like a producer behind this. Like, he's really been trying to get this thing made. But I just read, like last week, that it was finally getting made. I watched the trailer when it came out in September, but last week it was reported that it's being pushed back again to 2018.
Is it not? Maybe is it been shot yet? Like, or they
It's
just
shot.
they just do it.
It was supposed to come out next month.
Yeah.
I mean, they may just be pushing it back. When they say 2018, it could come out in January.
It could, but I feel like with a movie that's been quote unquote in the works for as long as this thing is, it's not good publicity to push these things back.
No, but there could be other reasons. I mean, maybe there's just such the big slate of movies coming out in December that they don't want it overshadowed by, Star Wars and The Disaster Artist, which is going to be,
The best.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to make sure that John Travolta gets through this Weinstein thing clean,
Yeah, maybe.
and then they're going to
too.
release it.
I thought of that too.
Could be.
Might be afraid that he was pushing his hiney back to a gentleman's fingers.
Mike and
I did see that.
very specific.
What's going on, guys? How
Hey,
you doing?
Mike.
What's going
Hi,
on,
hello,
Mike
buddy.
in
What's
Philly?
going on?
Big fan. I love both you guys.
Thank you.
Terrific.
The Gotti movie. So they did shoot it. The guy from Entourage who played E, he directed it.
Oh,
It's done, but the
Yeah,
thing
Kevin
is,
Connolly
John
directed
Gotti. Yeah, John Gotti's son, who was a made member of the mob, and this guy John Alite, who was in his crew.
All right.
They've been going back and forth on Twitter for years since they both got out of prison, threatening to kill each other. I don't know if that has anything to do with
Are they really going on back? Is that what the mob is doing now? Going back and forth on Twitter?
have you ever noticed that trigger fingers have turned to Twitter fingers?
I mean, A-Light was not a made man. John Jr. was, but he claims he left the mob 10 years ago when he got out of prison or whatever.
Sure.
And the movie's based on his book. I read his book. It's okay, but it is full of shit. I mean, it makes his dad out to be fucking Robin Hood when he was, he ordered all the murders Gravano did. God, he ordered. He's just as culpable in my eyes. But.
Oh, I mean, dude, all the mafia books have that element to it because there's just so much ego in the mafia. You know what I mean? Like Goodfellas is not the life that Henry Hill led.
That's a part of the life. They don't show you the other parts. Those are probably cherry-picked moments that were great. But
and the cherry-picked moments are also like heightened to a big degree.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, those are, don't forget, they're good moments, but they're not amazing. It's a lot of laughing with his friends, ripping shit off. The Edelweiss airport heist did happen. The Lufthansa heist did happen.
No. You're right.
I'm reading a book now. Thank you very much, but I appreciate your call.
Thanks, guys.
The book I'm reading now is called, it's what The Irishman is based on. I just started reading it. I'm into it. It's called I Hear You Paint Houses. You know that's an expression.
I don't know anything about that. Is that the mafia thing?
Yeah, De Niro plays the Irishman, who was the nickname. I'm an assassin for the mob, and they speculate it's about Jimmy Hoffa. Pacino plays Jimmy Hoffa, and I Hear You Paint Houses is I hear you're an assassin. Painting houses means when you shoot somebody, the blood spatters, and you're painting the house with his blood. And then that was the first thing Jimmy Hoffa ever said to him when they met. So I hear you paint houses. That means maybe you could do some work for me. And his response was, I do my own carpentry as well.
What is carpentry?
I get rid of the bodies. I bury the bodies.
Oh, look at that. An all-in-one shop.
The book is so good.
Why are you're
I started researching it just kind of, like I said, I have a small part. It's very small. Who cares? I mean, I was being quiet about it.
People care.
No, I mean, who cares in the sense that, like, I'll talk about, like, I was being quiet.
Oh.
But, I mean, when you see, everyone knows who everyone else is playing.
Jim was just being quiet about his part in The Irishman because he wanted to feel like he was in the mob. Like, no, we don't talk. We don't talk.
No, I was so afraid of getting pushed out.
I ain't no rat. Ask Marty Scorsese. I ain't no rat.
I won't say what I said.
Hey, whoa. I ain't going to say what I said.
People can guess I played a much younger version of a guy. And it's a very small scene. I'm not overblowing it.
Right.
But
it's exciting. Are you kidding me? It's the Martin Scorsese movie with Pacino and De Niro and Pesci, and like it's a mafia movie. Like
it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, and and Marty was great.
Yeah,
he was great.
Yeah, I mean,
had to have a meeting with him in his office. I literally sat in his office with him for 10 minutes, just me and him alone.
What are you guys talking about? Just the part?
Comedy. Yeah.
Because Martin Scorsese must be a big.
That's a bad picture on Twitter.
I just saw. Oh, I think Rob made that, a photo of El Chapo.
That's great. We won't be tweeting that out from our account.
You don't want to?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No. I'm not fucking doing photo mock-ups of El Chapo.
El Chapo.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Is that what you're thinking for the name El Chapo?
It is funny, El Chapo, but I'm not having anything to do with that.
That was actually Rob who did that.
Yeah.
Yes, handsome, sexy Rob.
Yeah, no, I don't think El Chapo is on following our Twitter.
So Martin Scorsese must be a big comedy fan. I mean, if he did.
I play. People can guess who I played. It's just a younger version of a comedian.
A real life comedian.
Yeah, very small moment. I'm not crucial for the film, but while I'm doing it, there's dialogue being done, which is why I think I might not be cut out, because there's dialogue being done by a couple of other men. Like I would do my line, and again in the background, somebody else had to talk at a table. There was two actors at a table.
Right.
I'm not going to say who they were. It's not important.
Who were they?
Nero and Pesci.
Oh, that's awesome.
I walked twisted his arm there.
Yeah, I got it out of him.
I walked into the room.
He sang like a bird, Travis.
I walked into the room, and I walk in, and I'm dressed and ready to go. And I walk in, and there's De Niro and Pesci just standing there having a conversation about whatever they're doing.
And you're like, oh, Bob, funny we should meet on a set again. Am I right?
Did not say a word to them. I stayed away because Pesci had like a fucking gangster hat on.
You should have walked up to De Niro and said, Bobby, for as much time as we're spending together, pretty soon I'm going to end up in a position where I should meet the parents, huh?
I'll say, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I had a real problem with the guy who brought me here, the taxi driver. Huh?
De Niro and Pesci are talking. They're having a conversation about whatever. And I in fairness to me, and you think I'm a starstruck idiot? I stayed away. I totally stayed away.
You didn't walk up to him, pat him on the back, and say, what are the good fellas talking about?
No, I could have said hello to De Niro too. I could have,
course.
but I did not.
Yeah.
I waited. I stayed away, and then I was talking to Marty, and about
That's awesome.
about whatever, and then I see out of my peripheral, I see De Niro standing there, in his he's wearing the jacket that he was wearing in the scene, and he's looking at me like De Niro looks at you like, sure,
Yeah.
what the
No,
fuck?
I wouldn't know.
Because I look different,
Right.
and he's kind of laughing.
Has he never been in a movie before? He didn't know that like sometimes actors look different.
He was kind of laughing. He was laughing at me.
That like De Niro after all these years is like, this guy's in a costume.
Hey, look at
this
you!
This is crazy.
Look at you!
Yeah.
And we had to stop talking with Marty because Bob wanted a hug
From
me. So I gave a hug, and
That's cool.
he was like, "Hey, you look good."
yeah. And you didn't have to say like, hey, let's take a photo, because it's like,
I didn't do any photos.
No.
Oh, actually, I did one
oh yeah, I saw the one.
with the director on the way out.
That's
it was
fine.
the end. It was the end of the day.
That's fine.
I had to.
Yeah.
Had to.
I'm not mad at that. So does Marty Scorsese, does he talk fast, like the impressions of him?
Yeah, but he wants a fun energy.
Right.
He's when I walked in, I was having one of my days where I was just in a weird mood, like a down mood. So I wasn't
On the set?
No, this was before the set. I had to go meet him in his office.
Do you ever think that like when really awesome things happen, you kick into being in a down mood?
No,
because,
it was
like, you're
unrelated.
Okay.
Just a stupid thing. It was unrelated, and I'm walking home, and I'm like, all right, I got to go do this. I have to meet him at 2. Like I was just looking at it like it was one of many events that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I was going to go see him, and I was remarkably not nervous meeting him.
Marty.
No, it was just comfortable because I knew what we were talking about, and it was just comfortable. And he's a very comfortable person.
Is he a hands-on guy?
Very. He sat there for 10 minutes.
I can't believe that like
We just talked.
after everything that he's done, right? His body of work, and the fact that he's still going, that he still like cares about it.
Yeah.
You don't see that often.
And again, it's an extremely small part. I'm not overblowing it. I'm not overselling
There's one
it.
day of shooting, right?
Yeah, but there was a possibility that there was going to be another day.
But then
That was the reason I canceled Los Angeles, because I knew when we were shooting there was a possibility there was going to be a very small thing, a follow-up.
And was that performance based, and so they just decided to go with the one day?
No, they wound up not needing
I see.
the other day, but there was a location issue. A lot of times they'll tell you we need you to hold this day and that day, and a lot of times this day, and then it's 2 weeks later, and that's what it turned out to be.
The location issue was we don't want Jim showing up.
That was it.
Yeah, that was.
No, they wound up not needing. Again, it was a very small thing, but sometimes for a very small shot, like literally, for you like walking past something or being in something where something else is happening, you'll sit the whole fucking day. It is just the way it is, and and for
Rather
his
hurry up and wait, huh?
it sure is.
Yeah.
And for his set, it's whatever he wants, he gets $100 million fucking movie.
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't needed. But I had to. I knew I wasn't going to know until a day or two before.
Right.
And I didn't want to cancel.
No, you leave your shit open.
Yeah, you have to. And what happens is when you're doing a gig, you have levels of advertising, and if all of a sudden you fucking paying for this, okay, the more advertising we're going to kick in now, promoter's going to pay for that. And then you're going to cancel. It's a piece of shit move to let the promoter pay for the advertising, knowing you probably have to cancel. But anyway, whatever. It was an amazing experience, and I'll tell more. Again, I'm not trying to hold. I just don't know what I'm supposed to say, and I'm not trying to be a dick. There was a really couple of extremely cool things that happened.
But you want to wait until a movie comes out, or just
Well,
more
yeah,
is
just to know when more, because no one is talking about what they did, so I don't want to talk about what I did.
But, like, dude,
just Dominic Lamardosi tweeting pictures of his face. I'm like, all right, well, if he's doing that, and me just
Right.
saying I was there is fine.
just being in a Scorsese, even if you're in for half a second.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
Being on the set and hanging out with those guys. It's a Martin Scorsese gangster movie with De Niro and Pesci and
Yeah.
Pacino. It's like,
Yeah, I know.
even if you're not in the movie at all, it doesn't matter.
I wish I would have
that
seen
much.
Pacino.
Oh, you didn't see him at all?
No, he's not in the scene I was in. Pacino, Harvey Keitel were not in the scene. Yeah, I would have said, hey, you have the scent of a comedian here.
Right. Oh, man. This day is stretching. It's one of those dog day afternoons.
Ah, you got me, Jim.
Yeah. Or you just start referencing, like, what's that Adam Sandler movie? Like, what's this with him and her over there? What are you, Jack and Jill? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. So I don't want to say, but I just say that watching him work, Yeah, anyone who's a dick on a set, after you see the way Scorsese is on a set, he's literally all he wants is everyone to be comfortable. He fucking laughs. He's having a ball.
That's awesome.
There is zero dickhead vibe. Like, he's just laughing, having a great time. If you want to know what it's like to be Martin Scorsese, he's just enjoying being himself. There's not an ounce of fucking pressure from him. There's not an ounce of let's get this shit done. It's come on, guys, let's go. Everybody in a great mood. Like he's just he's like a cheerleader. He wants everybody to work.
And is that the vibe of everybody on the set? Like, is that?
And again, in that moment, maybe
Yeah.
if it's a more intense scene, it's different. But seeing him be so nice to the people that he was with,
The little people.
everyone,
Yes.
just not, he's just awesome, man. He was just watching that one day of work was I'm
great.
very lucky I was able to be a part of it, even in a tiny way.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I can't wait to see it.
I can't either because the book is fucking tremendous.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think there was some fucking JFK shit with the mob. That's fucking Irishman convincing me.
That's so funny.
God damn it.
I love that you'll go like you'll go one way over here, one way over there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Frank, I forget. Can you look up his name is Frank something? I forget his name is Frank.
Was he better?
Frank was better.
Oh.
Frank Sheeran. And and Joe Pesci plays a guy most people have never heard of, Russell Buffalino, who is a very, very big but quiet mobster. They said he was one of the most respected mobsters in the country, that most public does not know who he is. And
If I saw Al Pacino on a set, I'd be like, Al, is that a scar? And he'd be like, no. And I go, oh, I thought it was a scar. Maybe did you get it from eating pussy? And
no, I
just-
wouldn't say that.
And just see if he'll give me the line. Say like how you get out.
I'd probably point to my pecker and go, say hello to my little friend Al.
I would try to squeeze in as many times into a single conversation. If you'd allow me to play devil's advocate, I just try to do it over and over again.
I'd say, hey Al, don't yell at me. I'm a fan, man.
Yeah, that's good.
I almost fucked up so badly. I almost said something. Remember I told you I almost said something so stupid?
Oh yeah, what was it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why?
I will tell you eventually. No, I can't now.
I love when you say stupid things.
Dude, I
Aren't
didn't.
they the
I
best?
didn't.
Yeah.
It was a moment of almost humiliation, and I stopped myself.
Did you do any Turk and Rooster stuff?
I did not.
That would have been awesome.
I would have. I did not do Turk and Rooster.
That would have been
But I didn't see Pacino.
so great.
Yeah, but De Niro was there.
That's true.
I mean, the De Niro Jim Norton story is just an incredible thing. I mean, it's like there's life lessons in this thing about just how long life is and how shitty things get good. Like the fact that your relationship with him started with him being the guy who you couldn't get a photo with. And him blowing you off, and that's your whole relationship with him, to doing this comedian movie with him, to getting him to spank your ass on the thing, to now you see him on the set and he's like, hey Jim, like
I know.
it's awesome.
Hey Troy, can you hand Sam this? Just don't read any information.
Okay.
Just it's weird how it's all kind of come.
Oh no.
It's just come.
I'm not happy for you at all. Oh, that's fucking annoying.
What?
Can you show that to me?
What?
I think I know what
Can I
it's
say
from.
what it is?
Yeah.
I'll read one part of it. It says
What?
It says dinner, movie, and holiday fun.
Oh, let me see.
It's
not what I thought it was.
It's a Christmas party invitation.
Yeah. So what?
Oh, for all of us?
No, it's from.
Well,
Let me see.
just a friend. I don't want to say his name. Just a friend.
We've been talking about it the whole time.
No, I know. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Oh.
It's
Just a friend.
Is that like a +4?
Yeah. Do you have a +4?
I didn't even ask for a +1. I'm like, I'm not pushing my luck.
It's the family
No, I'm afraid if I
of a friend.
ask for
of Jim's.
I'm saying I'm afraid if I ask for a +1, they'll go, oh, listen.
Isn't that funny? Like
we
when,
didn't mean for the. We sent that out to a couple of people, and we're sorry that this went to you.
like you want to just keep it as quiet because you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like let me
they
not
won't
say
throw me
anything.
out once I'm there.
Are you kidding me? Like everything I've done with WWE, there have been no questions asked. Like you know what I
Just
mean?
do what they want
right?
and shut up and
I don't-
fucking.
Because you're like, I don't understand why it's happening. I don't understand. Like you're waiting for them to figure out like you have no place in any of this.
Yeah.
And so you're like, you know what? Let me just enjoy this. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This must have been a mistake.
Right, but I'm not going to correct anybody. It's like when the bank puts a whole bunch of money in your account, and you're like, "Well, I'll be just taking a little bit of a deposit, but let's not say anything to anyone. Let's do it slowly. Let's
These are
not
IOUs.
Yeah, I have another. I have another weird picture too. It's just these weird. I don't know if I showed you, but
Can I see? If it's just a weird shot, I kind of want to see. Troy, could you grab Jim's phone so I can see?
Are you going to bring anything?
Should bring a bunt cake.
Yeah, it's just
Get Anthony's mom to cook something.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
I did show you that. I
Yes,
showed you the
did.
card too.
What is it?
It's
Did I show you the card?
It's a
Oh,
set
I heard
a
about that.
set
Yeah, yeah,
gift.
Yeah.
Did I show you the card?
I think so.
Yeah, I think probably. It's nice.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a nice card.
It's so familiar. It's annoying
Why?
because it's so.
A friend of ours.
It is so familiar.
Friend of Oz.
He was a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Put $100 in the card.
Yeah,
Very generous.
that's what I mean. It's like because now you've interacted multiple times. You're actually a person that person knows.
And I'm surprisingly not a dick. I'm surprisingly
be a dick?
No, like a fucking overeager asshole.
Oh, right. Well, you know what? I believe that because I've done the same stuff where it's like as much of a fanboy and as much of like I shouldn't be here as you are. Like when it's happening, you just kind of click into like, okay, this is now life. Like I wouldn't have thought this was going to happen, but this just has to be life.
I'm not sure if I've said this before. One thing you realize when these things happen, and one mistake people make, and I'm surprisingly have not been it's hilarious. I've been surprisingly not an idiot about it. Is when you do something like you interact with somebody professionally. And I did ask him, hey, would you shoot the opening of my special? He said, you have to realize your relationship is now over. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, our relationship is complete. We worked together, did me a tremendous solid, a great favor.
You're friends.
No. He likes me and I like him. I mean, I loved him and he likes me. But it is what it is. Our relationship is complete.
But should your
he
paths
would say
cross
hello.
again?
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
He'd say, hey, how are you? And again, my name came up to him once by somebody I know who was bodyguarding somebody else, and he laughed. He goes, oh, he's a great guy. And then this happens. Oh, okay, it's open again. It's great. And we say hello, and then it's closed. You have to know that you're not going to just hang out with the guy.
Don't make more of it than it is. Just enjoy what it is.
Enjoy what it is.
Yeah.
And don't think like, well, how come he's not?
Or try
I've
to
been emailing him.
Or try to get more from it. Like, oh, well, then I should I should do this, and now I should do that. It's like, no, this is more than you thought.
Just a thank you, and hey, man, a little note, an email. Sent an email off. Thanks
That's
so
it.
much. Loved it.
Not checking for responses. Not expecting
yeah, I did
it.
check for a response. I got a response. But
You did?
Yeah.
I was hoping you didn't.
Yeah, you get a response. But you don't try to fucking pester people.
Right.
And I'm a starstruck fool.
True.
But I know that. Don't try to pester. And that's the key. When you meet somebody that you fucking idolize, you don't fucking try to make a relationship out of it.
Right.
You just accept the fact that you had a great interaction and it was fun.
Yeah.
And you're lucky to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Why you have a Dr. Pepper over there?
Well, as we go to break, because I want to eat, I was joking with young Nico.
No.
And where's Nico? Can we get him real quick? Because I want to hear about court when we come back.
Well, actually, yeah. Actually, Brian in Oregon has a question real quick if you want to go to line
And we
two.
do have Craig Gass coming in shortly. Yes, Brian, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, bud.
I wanted to talk to Nico and see what was going on with his girl. I don't think that she's real.
Right. Yes.
I don't think
we should
little
probably
baby Nico. I don't think that his story adds up. The pregnancy, everything. There's no way.
We went in deep with Nico on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving break. So we should probably
wait till we come back and get him.
Dive in a little more, yeah. But I'm just before we go to break, real quick. Tell me why you have a Dr. Pepper in front of you. Tell me.
Thank you, Brian, very much.
Tell me it's what I think it is.
Nico, can you explain why I have a Dr. Pepper in front of me?
You asked me to get you a Dr. Pepper in the hall. You said get me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper.
I knew it. I saw that Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, tell me Jim asked him to give me a Dr. Pepper and a Diablo sandwich. As soon as I saw that Dr. Pepper, I go, "There's no way Jim's drinking that Dr. Pepper." And I go, "Oh my god!" In my head, I'm like,
Travis,
tell me he asked Nico for a Diablo sandwich.
Travis, can you send me the first text you just sent me?
Okay, what do you want
Nico
me to do?
told Roland.
Can I read it?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah. Nico told Roland to order you a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. And Roland tried, but the deli does not have any Diablo sandwiches. And Roland and Anthony and Rob and Nico all did not know what to do.
I apologize. I was just joking on the way. I know. It was just like
It's a line from a movie.
It's a line from a movie we've done so many times. I didn't realize you wouldn't know it. So I walked by Nico. Hey, Nico. I said, get me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. And I walked, just joking, not realizing that he would not know I was kidding.
Jim wants a Diablo sandwich this morning.
That's what he said to me. He comes in and goes, "Hey, Jim said he wants a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. Should I get it for him?"
Did you immediately know what it was?
Yes. And I said, "Well, that's what Jim wants."
Oh, I just saw my text from Anthony. Do you want a different breakfast order?
Oh my god! So the brain trust got together and couldn't figure out how to get the Diablo sandwich done.
Nope.
Who's in there?
Anthony.
Anthony, you didn't.
But Roland tried to order one.
I know. Roland called the deli and asked for a Diablo sandwich.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was like, I mean, if that's what Jim asked for, yeah, get it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do we have that line? Can we find that from Smokey and the Bandit? This is where it comes from. Just so you guys know what I was doing. I forgot that you're a young guy and you wouldn't. It didn't occur to me that somebody wouldn't know. I forget generationally people don't.
I mean, look, I probably wouldn't know if we hadn't used it on the radio
a million
so much.
times. Yeah,
That's fine. The people who find it funny are finding it very funny.
Oh, fucking hilarious.
Did you enjoy that when you heard it?
So much.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Daddy, a hush puppy.
I wish Roland had ordered it that way. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. Nobody ever is funnier than him in this movie.
Oh, I am not going to laugh harder than that today.
That literally
That's
could
for
be that could be my favorite fucking comedy performance anyone's ever given.
I was looking at that Dr. Pepper, and I was praying to the Lord Almighty Jesus above, saying, "Please tell me that Jim ordered a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper."
I just didn't know you wouldn't realize I was kidding, young Nico.
I didn't realize that Nico, Anthony, Rob, and Roland together.
Yeah.
Nobody would surmise.
Smoking,
like-
especially Roland, because he's been here for years, hearing us do the impression.
Well, Roland is like, but he's in like the service industry, right? Like Roland's response is like, "Okay, whatever you need, whatever you need, whatever you need." So, you know, he goes like, "Okay, Diablo sandwich." Were you confused about that shitloaf, Anthony?
We were all confused about it because
We're not Travis.
No, well, besides Travis. But Roland called me and was like, "I asked for a Diablo sandwich, and the guy said we don't have the devil here." I was like, "All right, I guess we'll just order the eggs then." Roland's like, "Yeah, I already ordered the eggs
and
the Dr. Pepper."
Yeah. So my apology, guys.
Well, I'm gonna kill that Dr. Pepper. I'm glad
You
it's
can
here.
have it. Let's
I
hear that
love
one more
Dr.
time,
Pepper.
please. It's my favorite. Because Burt Reynolds is sitting at the counter, and he's and Gleason has no idea this is who the guy he's actually chasing through the whole movie because he's never seen him. And he's just in such a hurry, and his dumb son is in the car waiting. It's so great.
So did you respond? Did Nico say like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you breakfast"? And
No,
you said,
just walk by. It was like the thing you do to somebody on the way, you know.
It's just a movie line. It'd be like
It's the type of thing I'd walk by and I'd go, "Hey, Salvi, I'll be at the gym of the other joint." You know, just
Right.
fucking.
Except Nico was like, "Diablo sandwich, Dr. Pepper, check. You got it, boss."
If he would have said, "Where is that?" I probably would have gone, "Oh no, it's a movie quote." But he didn't
Right.
follow it up, so I just assumed he knew.
All I said was yes. I was like, all right. I wasn't even a question.
Well, that's the right answer. That's the right way to do it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
You love that, Troy? You
love it.
Let him play for 1 second. I want to hear him yell at his son.
You know what? Hang on, hit pause and rewind it back a little bit. I'd like to hear the Diablo sandwich line.
Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Goddamn hurry.
Here's what I love too: the jingling of his fucking belt when he walks in. Listen to how loud he is when he walks in.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something? got no time for that.
Hush, puppy daddy.
That's good.
Oh my god.
Thank you, nice lady.
That's awesome.
All right.
By the way, what a complete dickhead Travis is.
Yeah.
He's like the lead guy on the staff, and the whole staff goes to him like, Jim wants a Diablo sandwich. What should we do? And Travis's answer is, get him a Diablo sandwich.
What am I going to ruin the joke?
Oh, it's the best.
No, Nico, that's a movie line.
It's the teftification of the U.S. of A.
No, it's not.
All right.
Yep.
I got Philly, Bethlehem, and Montclair this weekend. Chicago next Friday. Iowa City, by the way, is being rescheduled for May. I'm trying to say, but that is being rescheduled. Absolutely. I'm not blowing that gig off. And yeah, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Philly, Bethlehem, and Jersey. And we're going to have Craig Gass coming in right after this. And I want to follow up more on Nico.
Yeah, I want to find out how his court date went. I want to find out if he got more about his slick talk.
Yeah. We have a lot of ground to cover.
A lot of ground to cover, and I'd like Craig Gass's take on the whole thing, quite frankly.
We will be back shortly.